Americans of Reddit. What is something the rest of the world needs to hear? Our national parks are breathtaking. Guys, charging to use the public bathroom is weird. We drive cars because public transportation is non-existent for most people. I live 10 minutes out in the country from my nearest town and 30 to 45 minutes from the nearest city. I have to have a car or else I'm not getting anywhere. Stop telling us where various cities are located as if we're too stupid to figure it out. We know where Paris is. It's in Texas. It's not that we don't want to visit other countries, it's that for the majority of Americans, Canada and Mexico are a day or two drive away, and paying over $1,000 to get a round-trip ticket overseas isn't something a lot of people can justify buying. Also, vacation time is a luxury and most people can't get a week or two off at a time. Y'all are getting fat too. We're not even in the top 10 anymore. Animals in Yellowstone will kill you. Edit. Thank you everyone for the gifts. Water should always be free at restaurants. We hate our politicians as much as non-Americans do. We do indeed have a few good ones trying to do the right thing, but they are heavily outnumbered by both people, votes and money. I don't want to be car dependent. I have to be. If I could bike everywhere in a reasonable amount of time, I probably would. But biking to my work takes an hour because our cities sprawl so much and our bike paths are not good and car traffic usually is higher on priority lists than bikes, so our bike lanes are usually non-existent or minimal. And I live in one of the best cities, areas to bike in, according to some lists online. Some of us do know our geography. Damn right. What kind of idiot can't tell a square from a circle? Bison are not to be petted. Stay far away from them. Please stop asking us to be militarily involved in world events and not militarily involved in world events at the same time. We eat other things besides McDonald's and fast food. A lot of people here are actually pretty nice, financially struggling and just trying to get by, and strongly object to the government's cruelty. There are some brainwashed extremists, of course, like I'm sure every country has. But overall, yeah, we're just humans who would love world peace just like anyone else with the ability to rationalize with compassion. America is huge. I've heard of people visiting the US and thinking they could see the Golden Gate Bridge in a day when staying in Ohio. That's a 2-day drive. Also, America has every type of environment. We have temperate climates, deep forests, mountains, beaches, volcanoes, deserts, swamps, bluffs, grass plains, lake towns and even jungles and rainforests in Puerto Rico. If you want to experience something, most likely America has it. And that was just in the USA. If you're referring to the American continent, then obviously there's more. Edit. To the credit of many in the comments, we also have rainforests in the Pacific Northwest. I had never been out there and had no clue. This country really is big lol. Edit 2. Looks like my 2 days to get from Ohio to the Golden Gate Bridge takes longer than that. Thanks commenters for pointing that out. We aren't all just like you see on TV. Yelling 9/11s at us on COD doesn't do anything. We don't care. Edit. This is the most upvoted comment I've ever had by a long shot. Thank you guys so much. I will smoke a blunt in honor of everyone. When threatened, Americans will deploy a colorful neck shroud in a show of dominance and can spit venom up to 15 feet. We're just people getting by. We know our country has problems, I'm sure yours does as well. Generalizing an entire nation based on stereotypes is stupid. In accordance with human tradition, we own the moon. And this goes for some people in America as well. Florida man is only a thing because the state of Florida has really weird rules about how crimes are reported, put into the public record. So stories out of Florida just make better tabloid headlines and clickbait if you're an editor scrolling through the AP feed looking for wacky stories. If the exact same incident happens in California and in Florida it would be reported as drunk Florida man rapes alligator at Wendy's drive-thru, while in California it would be California man arrested for public drunkenness and cruelty to animals. Most Americans are not part of the far right or far left. A lot of your countries are equally if not more racist than America. A lot of you guys give the US shit for being racist, but when push comes to shove, a lot of you guys have to look at a mirror. Not saying we're perfect, but holy shit. I'm Native American, so to my fellow countrymen and across borders, I may get some limited government benefits, my tribe is more important in that factor. I don't get free college, I do get tribal scholarships. I don't get easy free healthcare, have access but it's in a format and location that makes it hard. I don't try to be unhealthy, but it's part genetics and part of my parents wanting me to not struggle, so didn't watch for perfectly healthy plates. Sometimes when young it was getting me fed. Yes, I'm different than y'all, but I'm also a person who bleeds and cries some days. Edit. Thanks for the award. Edit 2. Correction to last edit now. Awards. Still, water and public bathrooms should be free around the world. The US doesn't do a lot of things right, but we generally have free water fountains and public bathrooms in most places. We only have a few hundred years of recorded history, so yeah, we talk about our civil war etc. because we haven't had 10 civil wars and thousands of battles and centuries of political suppression. Also, since we are so new, we do talk about our European, Asian, African heritage. You can ski and surf on the same day in California. Edit. Just to clarify, the weather in the mountains could go as low as 30 degrees Fahrenheit, -1 degree Celsius, but the weather at our SoCal beaches could be as high as 65 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 degrees Celsius, in the winter. P.S. Thank you for all the upvotes. No, in the South, we do not all have alligators in our backyards. If someone tells you otherwise, they're lying. There are no alligators in Ba Sing Se. That sounds a lot like something an alligator would say.